The MON token from Pixelmon is pretty hyped. The token generation is in March and the community pre-sale is happening real soon. And they also have that juicy airdrop. In this video, we're going to have a look at the community pre-sale, the airdrop, some speculation, where the price can go, all of that good stuff. Now, first off, you know the drill. Down below there are chapters so you can fast forward to the sections that you want to help you navigate the video easier. Also, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before moving in on the crypto and NFT space. Now, look, real quick, I want to say that I don't own any Pixelmon assets at this current point in time, but I am on the pre-sale. So I do have the pre-sale and I have given away 3 waitlist codes in my Discord. So yes, I'm not directly pumping my bags, but I will be participating in the pre-sale. So when it comes to the supply, it is a 1 billion supply token and it's an ERC20, so it's an Ethereum token, but this is where it gets absolutely crazy with the tokenomics. 30% community claim, so essentially 30% to the holders of Pixelmon. So that's just nuts. That's crazy. That's awesome. We have seen FUD around projects that don't do much. You've then got 6% to the community pre-sale, and we'll touch on that shortly. You've then got the ecosystem fund, obviously, to keep it going, but then even the strategic round, the team, the launch contributors, all of those have a small enough amount. It seems like a bunch of this token is going back into the ecosystem and the people that have supported for a decent amount of time. Now, with a bunch of these unlocks, I'm not going to read over everything, but they've got decent sort of vesting periods, cliffs, all of that. The entire thing isn't going to just be dumped onto the market. Now, there is one thing that I want to point out. You're going total supply released at TGE is 12.9, so essentially 13%. Now, this will come into play a little bit later on when we have a look at FDVs, things like that. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that 12.9%. Now, this is where it gets really bullish and crazy. When you have a look at this angel round, just have a look at some of these names here. You've got Yatsu from Animoca, you've got Ray from 9gag, you've got Robbie from Immutable, and it gets even better. If you go further down, it's nuts. You basically got Alex Becker, FaZe Bank, Zeneca, Dingling, Great. Like, look, this is the who's who of strategic investors, angel investors, all of this. This thing is just absolutely stacked. And this is why I think you also have a very good set of tokenomics, because you've got people that really want this to succeed, that really want this to cook. And if they're investing, like, look, you've got Alex Becker's just going to pump the absolute crap out of it, which is good if you can get in and do quite well. Now, like I said, the pre-sale is starting shortly, and these are basically the details. There's 6.2% of the supply, and you're basically getting 2,888 MON per lot, and it's going to be $200 to $300 in ETH. Now, this $200 to $300 in ETH, what they're aiming for is between 60 and 90 million FDV on the launch. So that 200 to 300, basically what they're going to do is they're going to try to wiggle all of these numbers to then work out what it is in ETH, what these lots be. So that's why that 200 to 300 thing. Now, you'll notice that it was priced in lots. Now, actually, when you have a look at this, you can see what the holders of different Pixelmon NFTs get with rarities and the lots. So commons, uncommons just get 1 lot each. Rare and epics get 2 lots each. Legendaries get 5 lots. Mythical get 15. Golden trainers get 15, and the waitlist raffles get 1 lot. So you can see here, that's how it's kind of based, and this is actually a very good indication about what the weighting of an airdrop could be, because you can kind of go off what some of these you can go off what some of these numbers are, and it gives you an idea of what they're thinking about when it comes to just giving preferential treatment to higher rarities. So where will the token be launched? They are saying that it'll be top tier centralized exchanges. Now, look, when you're seeing this, I think we're going to get the Binances, the Coinbase, like the tier 1, the top tier. We are going to get some very good ones, just because 9gag dropped on Binance and that absolutely cooked, and that did so much volume for Binance. So I could see there being a link there. But that Animoca have got their hands in everything, so they'd be able to link this up. This isn't going to be on some 3rd tier thing. This is going to go really hard, really good. So that's where I'm kind of thinking I'm going a Binance. I don't think it'd go Coinbase straight away, but I'm leaning towards a Binance. Now, said it's launching between that 60 to 90 million FDV. Where can the price go of the token? What we're actually going to do is have a look at what some of the gaming tokens are going for now. So Immutable's got a $4.6 billion cap, but I'm going to scrap off a lot of these because they're not sort of token specific. They're almost like big, broad ecosystem specific. So immutable, no, you got that. Once you start coming down here, when you see something like Pixels, that is a $444 million market cap right now. You then have Prime, that is a 333 market cap, which is crazy. And then going down big time, 192 million. So you can see that even if it does launch at a 90 million FDV, and we'll touch on this shortly, you can see it getting up to a very big market cap straight away. So you can almost, from the just like sandbagging with the FDV, even if you sort of double or triple it, you're going to double or triple the investment if you're in on that pre-sale, but also the token airdrop is going to do quite well. But also the fact is there's only going to be about 13% of the supply. Shrapnel's market cap right now is 69 million. That is basically the circulating supply. But when you actually have a look at Shrapnel's FDV is 850 million. So you can see here, even if we go 85 or 90 million, you can still almost get that 10x because the entire supply isn't on the market, pushes it up, does all that. I can see with Ray being in on there, the way that meme coin has done their tokenomics and push that out has done very well. It's cooked meme coin very well when most things trend to zero. So I think that's good, and I can see him kind of nudging the team in the right direction to make sure that he can get his bags out, but then also do well for the Pixelmon ecosystem. So let's get to the good stuff. What is each of these Pixelmon NFTs going to get? What I've done is I've put together a little sheet. Now, this is the tokens per NFT. We've got a billion tokens, 30% is going to the community, so that's 300 million tokens each. NFT, and this will make sense when we get to the weightedness of it. Each NFT is getting 20,281. Now, the reason I got that number is I chat GPT'd a bunch of math to work out, and I actually kind of backwards checked it, and it seemed to kind of work out. So let's just go with it. Like I said, it's pure speculation, so hopefully I'm right. We'll see how we go. Now, we're running these multipliers in the lot allocation. These got 1, these got 2. Like it didn't seem right, so I've used this as a guide, running up to 15 with mythical and golden trainers. So what we've actually got here is if we get the 60, the FDV, common will get 1200, uncommon will get 24, rares will get 36, epics 4800, legendary 6 grand, with mythical and trainer both getting 18 grand. Now, if we go to the 90 million, so this is where we kind of almost get to straight off the bat, getting 1800 for commons, and then all the way down to mythicals getting 27 grand a piece. Now, if we then head down to and go to a 250 million Now, if you run down and get to a 250 million FDV, which I think is really easily attainable, we've got 5 grand for commons, uncommons 10, rares 15, epics 20, legendaries 25, mythicals and trainers $76,000. Now, when we actually have a look at what's actually going on with the prices and the sales, we can see the common sales going for just $4,700, which when we have a look here, we can see that they're kind of looking at maybe a 225 FDV. Uncommons going for a similar price, just a little bit higher, so we're getting closer to the 5, which kind of which doesn't really make sense here. It looks like the uncommons are going based off a 1 to like maybe a 1.1 ratio, and then we actually head down to maybe let's get the like legendaries. We end up with some sales taking place close to 15 to 20 grand for the legendaries, so the 15 to 20 grand. So you're kind of in between that sort of 100 to sort of 200 million FDV, and the mythical we're getting sort of 35 to above 30 grand. You can see here that if they actually do get a 15x multiple. Now, like I said, this is pure speculation. With these prices here, they may not get that multiple that they get. They also do get more in the community and the pre-sale, so that will kind of help out. But you also need to keep in mind that even though they just say it hits 250 and they get all of this at 76 grand, they're not getting a full 76 grand. There's still a vesting period it's going to take a bunch of time for them to actually get it out. So you can see 16.7% is released at TGE, and then they have to wait it out. So you can kind of see that it's not just like you buy it, hold it, and then hold it for a month and then just flip it for absolute bosh cash. It's not going to happen. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that little breakdown, that little video. Big shout out to Crypto Gorilla for he's done this before, and I liked the way that he's laid it out. My maths is terrible, that's why I chat GPT'd it, but it worked out quite well. It's a bit of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a comment below, drop some love, all that good stuff. And yeah, I had a pleasure making this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.